guest bedroom. We've got guests coming this weekend and this room was not ready. It was not guest ready at all. So it's been quite a big transformation and a little bit of a challenge actually to get it done on time. But I did it. I'm so pleased with how it's turned out. I did it all myself, well, mostly myself. And I'm looking forward to showing you from the beginning. So I'll show you what it was like before, and then I'll catch back up with you at the end. We'll do all of the fun styling stuff and some little finishing touches to get ready for our guests. This is our guest room, and I just think we can do better than this. So I'm going to do a little mini makeover on a budget just to get the room looking nice for our guests. And did I mention they're coming in 2 weeks? So I need to get a move on, really. Let me show you the before. Here we are. So this is our spare room. It's actually a really sweet little room. We've got the dual aspect, nice views from the windows, especially this time of year because we've got this gorgeous little blossom tree. There she is in full bloom, absolutely stunning. But inside the room is not such a nice view as you can see. So we've got this industrial sewing machine. This is my mum-in-law's. We're just storing that for her. It's going to have to stay in here. We've got odd bits of furniture in here and then just odd bits of bedding. And the walls are just very patchy, lots of holes, lots of scuffs and things. We've actually already had the ceiling plastered over because we used to have Artex ceilings in here. So we've had those plastered and painted in hollyhock by Little Green. But as you can see, there's a messy edge all the way around where it's been painted. So there's scope for improvement, we could say. So what I'm going to do is paint the walls. I'm going to go with this colour. It is Rolling Fog Mid by Little Green. It's like a sort of plaster pink colour. Really pretty. And then we're going to get new curtains, new bedding, style it up a little bit, just get it feeling really cosy. So that's everything cleared out, but I've hit a bit of a problem. I can't get these off. They've been painted over, they're just absolutely not going anywhere. So I think I'm gonna have to just wait for my husband to come and do that. In the meantime, I might just start cutting in because that takes a while anyway. We've managed, or my husband has managed to get the ding-dongs out of the wall, but it's left these, can you see, a little bit of damage to the wall. So I'm just going to go in with some filler, get that filled out nice and smooth, ready to paint. End of day one. We're losing the light now, so I'm going to stop. I've actually done loads today, even though you can't really tell. Actually, it is showing up on camera, so you can see where I've cut in around the window and then the top here. You can just about see, I think. I've also filled the holes. So tomorrow I should be able to come straight in with my roller and make some noticeable progress, hopefully. But yeah, good start. I'm exhausted. I'll see you tomorrow. made really good progress this morning, as you will have seen. Feeling really pleased with it. Yesterday I was feeling the time pressure because it's 2 weeks today that our guests arrive and I work full time, so I've basically got 2 weekends to turn this room around. So I've done the first coat on this whole wall, which is the biggest wall, and most of this wall up to just there, you can see just there, and this whole wall. So I've just finished everything I wanted to do for today, which was a second coat on the 2 3/4 walls that I can get to. But there's been a development. I was hoping to get away without doing the woodwork because it's more work, but I just don't think I can. It's just so chipped and it's really dark wood underneath the white paint. I think it's just going to make the room feel a bit unfinished. So I'm going to paint the woodwork. I'm going to do it in the same colour, Rolling Fog Mid, just using the matte wall paint that I've already got because I've already got it, I'm on a budget, I don't want to have to wait for more paint to arrive and obviously spend more. It's kind of a quick fix anyway, it's temporary and it's a guest bedroom, so we're going to go for it. It's going to be a colour drench. Hopefully it will feel intentional. Let's just go for it. To be honest, the painting is finished and I'm so happy with it. I'm so pleased with this colour. I love colours that aren't super obvious and make you think like, is it pink, is it neutral, it looks lilac in some lights. I just absolutely love it, and the colour drench has honestly made the room. I was worried about that, but it does look intentional. I'm just so glad it worked out that way. I love it. So because I'm on a budget for this room, I'm trying to use things that I already have where possible, and I already had these cushions from Liberty, but I got them on Vinted last year, and I wasn't sure where to use them, but I think they're going to be perfect in here because they've got that kind of similar plaster pink kind of tones, and then blues and greens, so that's what we're going with for the rest of the room. I've got a pair of those, and I already had this light shade was in the hallway in the house when we bought the house, so I already had this. I was going to get rid of it, but I actually think, I don't know, there's something I quite like about it. I think it's going to work in this room, but we'll give that a go anyway. I've got these green lamps, I've got a pair of those, and then I've got a couple of rugs to try. Neither of these are big enough, to be honest, for this room, so it might not work, but we can give it a go. And then I did get some new things, so I got these curtains. I'm so pleased with these. They are so pretty. They've got like a neutral background and then the green and the blue. I think these are going to look gorgeous next to the wall colour. And for bedding, I went for this one from Yard, this stripy one. So you get the thick stripe and the thin, it's reversible. And the colour was beetroot. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more burgundy. It's a bit more on a kind of rosy, like a dark rosy pink, purple, but that's fine. I think it's going to work really nicely. So I got that and the matching sheet, and then just some extra pillowcases in the same stripe but in the neutral. I think that's everything. I'm not sure how much wall space I'm actually going to have once the curtains are up, so I think let's get those up first and then decide what to put on the walls. So the bedding needs to be washed. Let's get that in the wash, and while it's in there I can attempt to put these curtains up. I'm nervous about this. I've never done this before, and I'm the sort of person that will measure something 3 times and get 3 different measurements. So I might be asking either my husband or my mum to help me, but I can't wait to see them up, so let's give it a go. The curtains are up, so pleased, but I can't lie, that tested me. Putting the curtains up tested me, and I failed the test. I did 2 out of 6 brackets. One of them is still wonky, the other one, so there's like 2 holes in the brackets, right? So I measured everything, drilled the first hole, fine, measured where the second hole was, made a mark, drilled where the mark was, put the bracket back on, and it's like this. How do you explain that? So my husband ended up doing it basically and fixing the problems that I had created in my attempts, but at least I tried. Anyway, they're up now. I'm really pleased with them. My husband has done the light fitting for me as well, so let me show you how the room is looking now. Here we are. The curtains are making such a difference to this room, making it feel so much more cosy. I've stripped the bed, ready for the new bed linens to go on. And my husband has changed the light fitting for me. Before we had that very industrial looking spotlight situation that wasn't giving cosy bedroom. So swapped it out for this. 1980s original. I actually love it in this room. I think it's just right. I'm still absolutely in love with this wall colour and the colour drench. And the sewing machine table is so much better tucked away in this corner, but I am hoping to try and hide it a little bit more. So it's time to get the new bed linen on. I'm second guessing the stripe slightly, a bit nervous about that, so I hope it looks okay. And then again, I'm not buying anything new, so I'm just going to have a little play around with furniture that I've already got that's in storage or elsewhere in the house and see what we end up with. think we're done. I think we're done. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. I am loving this room now. I kind of wish it was our room. It's turned out so nice. It's just what I wanted. Let me give you a little tour. Cece's here. She's actually project manager and she's here for the final sign off. She says it needs more dog toys all over the floor to match the rest of the house. I'm really happy with the bed linen, really glad that I went for the stripe now, but I do think the thinner stripe looks better. And then I absolutely love the thicker stripe just peeping out from the back there. I think it gives it a nice sort of layered look with the neutral cushions as well. These cushions I already had elsewhere in the house, really enjoying those. The curtains might be my favourite part. They made such a difference to the room as soon as they went up. Actually, the wall colour is my favourite part, but I just really love how everything has kind of come together. So I've gone for this little stool here as a bedside table with the lamp that I already had. I got some camellias from the garden. I've got a little one down there. And a little vase on the windowsill there. I've put this heater in here because did I mention that our guests are Australian and they're staying in London and just coming to visit us from London, but even so I thought they might be cold. It does get a little bit chilly in this room, so I thought I'd put the heater in here, and then I've put a spare companion set there. Obviously it's a faux log burner, but it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Pretty sure the heat comes out the front, so I don't think there's a fire hazard here, but I will just tell them to make sure the curtain's out of the way if they want to use the heater. Oh. And I didn't go for too much on the walls in the end. I've just got these little prints of Cornish seaside scenes, really pretty, and they've got some of the pinky purpley tones and the greeny blue. I've got two over there and two on this wall over here between the wardrobe and the door. Over here it needed something. I've gone for a rug and a wool blanket again in case they get cold, so they can have that on the bed, but the blue didn't quite look right on the bed. I think it looks better over there. This rug could be a bit bigger really, but I think it's okay down there at the foot of the bed. It just adds a little bit of extra coziness. And then we've got this screen hiding the sewing machine table. This is the best I can do over here. Can't move the sewing machine table, so the screen is the best I can do, and I've just popped, it was looking a bit sort of bare on its own, so I've just popped a really pretty dressing gown on the top. I've got my pear. I would love to know in the comments, what do you think? Would you be happy to stay in this room? And what are you up to for Easter? We've obviously got our guests coming to stay. I would really appreciate a little thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you'd like to see more, and I will see you in the next one.